Yes, Jumani, known as Jubian Watchner, is always Arsenal. 1-0 victory against PSV. We played at home in the Europa League today and secured a 1-0 victory. Move on to the knockout stages in the Europa League, and we didn't do it in style, but we did it comfortably, I would say. But let me just get to the starting lineup. We had Matt Turner in goal. We had Tierney left back, Tomiyasu right back. I'm glad when both of them played, because we have to keep all of our players happy. And I know we were tossing and turning with whether Tierney should start when he's fit, as opposed to Tomiyasu playing left back and Tomiyasu playing right back and keeping, the whole thing with our wing backs because Zinchenko is currently not fit. But I'm glad that both of them started, and of course, they did well. We had Gabriel and Holden playing centre back with Xhaka, Lokonga, Vieira, Saka on one side, and Ketia playing on the other side, and Gabriel Jesus on top. Now, we we control the game, but the combinations weren't always there. We know when we mix and match players. Of course, it wasn't our starting 11 per se, but when we mix and match players, you don't expect to get all the spark and the combinations happening throughout the game and the fluidity. But it was there. I felt it could have been there much more though. And the likes of Lokonga and Vieira, they came off eventually, but they didn't really impress me today. Lokonga, I'm not too sure if it's confidence, but he's not really doing more than just passing the ball around. You know what I mean? And even sometimes on the defensive side too, I caught him out of position a few times. But generally, Lokonga didn't have a good game today, and Vieira was kind of absent throughout the game. With regards to Tomiyasu and Tierney, though, they played well. I would have expected some better crosses, but the reality is we haven't been really crossing well this season. What we have been doing, though, we have been squaring back the ball, and it has been working for us. But today, particularly in the first half, a lot of the balls that we tried to square back when we reach by around the 18-yard box on the wings, the PSV defense, credit to them, they actually shut it down and intercepted the crosses. So I felt that that could have been better. But generally, though, we controlled the game. I know PSV played a kind of defensive setup and they tried to exploit us on the counter attack, but it didn't work because we came out on top with a clean sheet. And I know I mentioned the crossing, but the goal that we actually scored was courtesy a cross from Tomiyasu. And right before that, Ateta made the decision to bring on Odegaard and Partey to replace Lokonga and Vieira, who didn't have a really good game. But Thomas Partey and Odegaard got into the play and made an immediate impact and combined, passed the ball into Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu whipped the ball into Xhaka, and Xhaka scored a good goal. Xhaka scoring and contributing to goals, ladies and gentlemen. And I must say, Xhaka has been performing. Now, we all know that Xhaka has a tendency to malfunction, looking back at his track record, but he actually reducing his malfunctioning capabilities, and I must credit Xhaka for that. Now, we still got a booking today, and I don't think we would see a clean slate with Xhaka being booking free as we continue this season, but he has been performing both offensively and defensively, and also exercising that leadership capabilities on the field. So big up Xhaka, big up Xhaka. He has been performing. Looking back at his previous seasons, you would think, boy, Xhaka needed to go. I didn't particularly want Xhaka to go. I just wanted a replacement to start because I know Xhaka could perform, but he was malfunctioning too much. And now he made an entire change and proving a lot of doubters wrong. So big up Xhaka. He performed in this season and we must give him his credit. He actually real fit. So big up Xhaka. He's working hard and he's getting the results and scoring and contributing goals. With regards to the remaining of the team, Saka actually had a decent performance. He has grown into a better player as well. And I hope that that little injury that he picked up, that knock, or hopefully it was a knock and not a muscle strain, but whatever it is, I hope he can recover from it soon. And of course, big up the entire squad. Gabriel and Holden started in the centre back, and they didn't really have much to do. But big up Matt Turner, because the few times that he was called upon, he actually got down there and saved. Matt Turner could actually save, you know. I realized he could save, and his reflexes are good. He actually got down and saved us twice. One, a direct shot, and the ball slipped through Gabriel's legs, and he was sharp to reach down there and make a save. And the other time, the ball, a shot, PSG shoot the ball, and it was a deflected shot, and he saved it from going for a corner. So big up Man Turner for coming in and doing his thing. And of course, big up Arteta for the changes that he made. Except for the Ben White and Martinelli change, I find that was kind of unnecessary. Didn't need to bring them on. He could have rested them entirely, but I guess he wanted to give them some playing time. But I don't think it was necessary. But we face Southampton next, so big up the Arsenal, and we look for another win to maintain our lead at the top of the Premier League table, just like how we are on the top of our group stage. I'm looking forward to Champions League days though. But for now, we enter the knockout round in the Europa League, and we are on top of the table in the Premier League. We face PSV after Southampton though, but we have already qualified for the knockout round. So until next time, watch now. Is always Arsenal.